Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. If you had only just seen what had happened, the light almost fell and it was just funny because I was like, no. But listen, we're going to be talking about Drag Race España Season 3, Episode 4 today, drag sequels. The episode is an acting challenge and the requirements are acting. It's going to be horror movies, though, from Spanish directors, two in particular that I have seen, The Others and Rec. I've actually seen most of those. I actually like those movies. And then also one that is specific that I did not know about that was done today. And then the runway is based off of, I guess, Worst Fears. And it was definitely an emotional one for sure. So we're going to get into it today. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're feeling blessed and not stressed because I'm stressed. This DragCon stuff, this performance, everything, my God in heaven, give me the strength because I'm going through. But I know I'm going to push through and have a good time as well as perform my butt off, but also have a great time at DragCon. I'm just having my anxiety hit me at an all-time high. So today, we're going to make this a short one. I have a lot going on. I got to pack tonight. I've got to go also find me a quick little unit to wear for one of these days for DragCon because I told myself I need something. I can't just, I got to get something for myself before this trip. So I got to go get me some kind of clothes. I'm not going to spend too much. It might have to be an H&M moment. Don't tell Rue. But, you know, we're going to talk about España today. Have a good time. And then I will see y'all Sunday for the panel because for the rest of the week I will be in Los Angeles. So let's get my social medias out the way first and let's get this started up. It's at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. You can find that in the description down below. Grab that branch, eat that fruit. You know the rhyme. It's a Linktree link. Boots. You can find me in all of the social media spaces and places through that Linktree link. You can also check me out at dragqueenmerch.com. I have merch available for your consumption there. Thank you for everybody who has purchased some of that merch. I see those receipts when they do come in, so I do appreciate that. Also, check me out on Patreon. For as low as $1 a month, you can check out over 300 I almost said recreational reaction videos of all the shows I cover here on YouTube, plus other ones as well. I just got a message about Yellow Jackets, and I know most people are aware that I am doing this DragCon performing, so I am very much a lot going on in the background and I've had to sort of like push things back a little bit. I'm going to try to record Yellow Jackets tonight, you know, while I am folding and while I am packing and doing certain things so I can have a reaction posted, and then I will try to get it posted in the morning tomorrow before I get on my flight. That's my dedication to y'all. So I apologize that video hasn't been posted just yet. I have a lot on my plate and I'm trying my best. So please give me a moment here. I will have that posted. But yes, Patreon for as low as $1. Also, you can book me on Cameo for special requests, nothing too crazy. Now, because I do have a mouth and sometimes people misinterpret my sense of humor for maliciousness, I need to go ahead and give you a disclaimer because this program is for entertainment purposes only and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants, that's me, and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be a jerk. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, by all means, consume some Mativia and have yourself a good hoot. All right. Great. Awesome. Wonderful. Oh, wow. If you want to drop a tip in my jar for me to show some love, I really would appreciate it. It's not necessary for your participation on this channel, but I would certainly appreciate it, but you don't have to. Just to make sure, you do have to hit that thumbs up button, though. That is for free. But if you would like to tip me just for being funny or sweet or whatever you want to do, especially for this DragCon trip, it's gonna be expensive. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $, MattyRants, Venmo, Matty-Rants, with that thumbs up button. please hit that sucker. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job, pulls me in the algorithm along with the Drag Race España reviews. Because again, a lot of you are like, Matt, come on, cover the other show, cover the other shows, cover the other shows. As you can see, numbers do differently for each and every series and franchise. So you have to make sure to hit that thumbs up button. You have to make sure to get in that comment section. It pushes the videos through. So for those of you who do, I thank you. And for those of you in the live chat, thanks so much for being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Last announcement, and then we'll get this going because I have a long night ahead of me and a long day tomorrow traveling. So here we go. This weekend, it is RuPaul's DragCon in Los Angeles. That is May 12th and 13th. Friday and Saturday. Tickets are still available. If you're going to be there, you will possibly see myself and see Diggy1, both panel members as well as me from Matty Rants, the channel. So if you do see us out and about and you want to say hi and hello, don't be too scared because me and Chris are not crazy people. We do take pictures and we also have conversations. We're not on that. I'm not doing that kind of, I'm above stuff. I don't do that kind of mess. So if you would like to say hi, say hi. Do not be shy. I promise you. Every single year, and I've done DragCon for quite some time now, somebody always messages me, I saw you, Matt, and I wanted to say hello, but I was too nervous. You know what? If there's any time for you just to like let go and say, I'm gonna try this, it's me, because I'm a hoot in person and I'm good for a good hug and a great conversation. Now, I may not be able to be with you all day because I got a lot that I'm trying to do, especially on Friday. Friday is gonna be tough for me because I'm going to be there like half the day for sure. I'm going to be there for half the day because after that I got to get ready in drag because I'll be performing that Friday. But Saturday you will have the majority of, I'll be there the majority of the day. I'll be there. And then I fly out that night to get back to Houston, which is why I said we will have a panel. And if you're a Patreon member, you'll have an All Stars 8 reaction that Sunday afternoon prior to the panel. We will lightly discuss All Stars 8, but the big review will be that Monday, after, of course, the episode airs. I wish it was Saturday, but it's DragCon weekend. I hate that they do it like that, but that's the name of the game, unfortunately. And that's the quickest I can get out that review. Of course, we will resume the schedule as normal whenever we get to All Stars 8. But I'm thinking, because All Stars 8 is going to be on Paramount Plus and it comes out at midnight, I can do a reaction in the morning and do a review in the evening on Fridays. So we may move the review schedule to Friday nights. Possibly. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking. I kind of want to do the day up. We'll get there. But yes, All Stars 8 is around the corner. Paramount Plus, that is going to be added to the channel. I'm very excited to talk about the show. They have hyped it up, and I feel it's going to be real. So here we go. Thank you so much. And Twan, I see you on my PayPal. Thank you so much for the tippy poo. That's certainly going to help me with my luggage. Good luck, Maddie. Here's a Pisa tip and a Pisa thank you. A Pisa thank you. Yes, I will be performing at Precinct Downtown Los Angeles Friday for Bitchin'. Shout out to Bitch Puddin' for putting on one of the best shows on the planet. It's going to be a stacked roster of RuPaul's Drag Race contestants, Dragula winners, Dragula contestants, as well as local queens who are the business, okay, as well as Canada's Drag Race is going to be there. It's going to be a show, and I will be performing as well. Peep, 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 and give y'all what the piece of cake experience is supposed to be, honey, which is a good time, a good vibe, emote, down, dance in my age group, and serve. Boom, bop, bop. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, SRB in Japan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's gonna look cute for next month. You know how these super chats they go right to the following month. That. Thank you so much for the generosity. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Maddie, sorry to say soon I won't be sending love from Romania. I got a job in Poland. We'll be sending love from Poland. Listen, we're here for the transfer. We're here for the transfer. I love that it's SRB in Japan, but it's been in Romania, and then now we're going to Poland. I'm telling you, I thought Blake was the Carmen San Diego of the group. It's you, SRB in Japan. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the support. I sincerely appreciate it, and I thank you for your generosity, as well as Antoine, who just sent in that love, as well as everybody here today with me. I love y'all down. We got to get this show started today, kids. We got to get this started today. We got to get it started today. Woo! I got to get a new wig, new shoes, the outfit. Plus, I gotta tip the dolls. You know, when we go to the drag con, because baby, some of these people's booths, I've already seen the prices for meet and greets. I was like, wait a minute, sister, that much? We poor. We're poor. Some folks I'm gonna have to just wave, bitch. Okay, I'll be like, hey, sister, kick or catch them when they walking out the booth, because I'm like, shoes. Shoes. Hey, let's go ahead and get into it today. This was a good episode. I am happy to say that Drag Race España is it's gotten out of that place where I'm watching an episode, and then by the time we get to judging, it feels like all the air has been let out of the balloon, and now we're just sitting here like, oh, they didn't like it. Why are we not liking it again? And then we're having to ask ourselves questions that really don't need answers. But this time, and actually last episode included with this measure, it's like the critiques are a little bit different, but I still see the same droplets of, I'm gonna say something negative, and this is how I feel about it. Because verse bottom hobby really do be given, I'm tired. And then tall bottom hobby be given like, I don't know. And then, I look to Anna Locking when it comes to judging, and even Supreme, of course. Those are the two for me. Okay, the bosom buddies, I don't know so much. I don't know. They used to be my favorites, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm listening to Anna lately because she's been having to check a lot of points, even like this week with Hobby saying something. She was like, but that was the point of the outfit. That's exactly why we have this feeling about it, because it's a feeling. It's a statement about it. I was like, come on, Anna. Tell it like it is. So I don't know. But I did enjoy this episode. I also cried a lot because there was a lot going on, and it was a little emotional. Let's get into the workroom, shall we? We lost Channel and Rex. Ooh, took me a second. I'm sorry. We lost Channel and the Rex. Okay. And Kelly Roller and everybody is sad to see them go, but at the same time, she called them bitches. So it was like, hey, hey, hey. Okay. Oh goodness. But of course there is light banter back and forth. Actually, let me preface this first before I go on with this episode. This is going to be a light review. I'm going to get really to the point this episode. I promise you. This is not going to be too many explanations here, because in reality, it's a good episode, but a lot of stuff was very regional in the references. So like I always say, you need to check out Marta Mama's page. I have given the link in the description. I would suggest you go ahead and click that on over if you would like a detailed background of a lot of references that happened with looks, as well as the challenges, certain things that were said that may not even be translatable through the subtitles in reference to conversations that were being had. So check out Marta Mama, and thank you, Marta, for the shout out in your most recent video. I was watching it and I caught you at the end. I was like, oh, thank you. So sweet. And she gave the rant pack some love too. So go over there and give that baby some love. Everybody's at the table talking about things. Now we're doing possibly what looks like a BTS group about to, give us a good song number, or possibly on Eurovision, the next submission. But we're back into the workroom and we're wondering what the next challenge will be. It's a little dark with Supreme, but she's very colorful in this outfit, which is interesting. It's giving me possibly Mrs. Frizzle's art room in some sort of situationship. But Supreme has a mini challenge that we've seen before, and everybody loves balloons, right? Two short very built, nice, and looking gentlemen have stepped into the room as the pit crew. And with the balloons, there's glitter inside that represents the colors that you see behind them. Red, what is it? Red, yellow, and blue, right? Okay, cool. Bet. Okay, so I'm not really gonna dive too deep into this one. Pun is I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. Oh, that wasn't even intentional. I'm sorry. That was funny. I'm gonna have to give myself that. I don't want to jump too much. Well, neither did Visa. Listen, Visa had me like, oh, okay, wait a minute. With this low key Ivy Park lookalike outfit on at the same time, giving like, oh, you like to swoop swoop, a beep beep. Well, I was like, okay, I let have no shade, no shade. For me, it was Paquita though, because both Petita and Paquita were not trying to do the like most sexual thing with it. I hear where Marta was coming from on that part, but I thought this was actually kind of fire because I was like, "Oh, you're gonna make him bite it?" Oh, I said, "Bitch, I don't think I've seen that ever from anybody." So icon moment, to be honest. Now, Vanya. Vanya, listen, I couldn't zoom in because I like my channel and I want to keep it. But when I tell you you were downstairs, you were sniffing pubic hair, baby. I was like, oh my God. I said, she's in there. I was like, oh, Supreme was spooked. I said, Supreme, you about to have a lawsuit. Get your friend up. Get your friend up. She been down there too long, Supreme. Pull her up. I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. So there were lots of bumps in the road here. But the overall effect for this mini game, not even mini challenge, is really just to find out the colors for the teams that they're going to be in, since it's supposed to be random. With those teams that are selected, they're given each a horror movie, as this is the Maxi Challenge this week. They're acting, and they must act it out in a scream fest of a horror movie. Muhaha. From Spanish directors that are well-known movies. The first one, not for me, probably in Spain, very much so that. But Rec and the others, oh yeah. I enjoyed the Nicole Kidman of it all for the one I saw with that one, baby. Let me tell you something. I remember seeing that movie for the first time in the movie theater before everybody knew the twist, and so it's not that movie anymore. Like, I can't watch it now because the twist is ruined, and I've seen it so many times when I was younger. Like, that was one of those, it's PG-13, so this is okay to watch. This is a scary movie. It was very much what lies beneath kind of horror, like, right? Ooh, honey, when you find out that twist, I said, now, ain't that a bitch? The whole time, I was like, wait, how did I miss that? Oh, I remember. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. It was such a good movie for me. But anywho, with the teams that they are in, of course, they're placed into the movies. The first one, which is I think The Orphan or something of the sorts like that, goes to Vanya Vanilla. Hey Marta, Kelly Roller, Ornella Gongola, and Pink Chadora. They have this group. I am lightly going to explain this because, again, Matty is tired. I am packing for a long trip. I am also getting ready for a drag performance that I'm probably going to remember for the rest of my life. And yes, I'm pushing through. Rare. My favorite people in this competition right now, with Ornella on the other team, though, because I do love Ornella as well, and the Macarena on the other team. But I kind of like these three people so much. Petita Paquita and Bestia. Now, they have been given Rec. That's the one I would have wanted to do, personally. And I think they had a great choice there, but I think people were thinking, oh, they're fashion, they're not going to give the acting, like we're not going to worry about them. Now this team, I was concerned for not because of the Macarena. I felt like the Macarena would have been fine, but I didn't know about Clover and Visa. They seem like two quiet storms versus loud actors and actresses, if you will. So I thought the Macarena would be fine, but I was like, well, I don't know about these babies. They got the others, and with the others, y'all should know that's a boring ass movie. It's a good movie. It's boring as hell. It is boring as hell. It's a lot of walking around and hearing footsteps. It's a lot of a child's voice in another room. Nicole Kidman exasperating herself on camera as she does best. Okay, lots of air and breath control. Dimly lit rooms, cobwebs, sometimes poorly written scripts, but really good moments. Wartime music, very, slave days, that kind of shit. So I didn't know if they were going to really pull it together, but I said, let's have faith, because there is a Mary Poppins character that is thrown into this mix, which makes none sense. But that's drag. Let's make fun and let's not have, not make any sense of it, right? So let's continue. You damn well I am skipping all that talk in the workroom. You take that role? That's right. I don't know if I should do this. That's right. I don't know about that. Yes, you do. Well, that's the only one left. I'll take it. What you think about them? I don't know, sister. I'm moving on. Supreme and our guest judge this week are directing. This was honestly good direction from the director. I personally appreciated how this wasn't like a "you're doing terrible, sweetie" like moment. He was very kind, and he also changed the flow when things weren't working by asking them to, maybe let's do this, maybe let's add this in there and start improving a little bit. And I appreciated that. I did, because I was like, okay, he's not like going in like, you're terrible, you can't act. Nah, like these are drag queens. Not everybody is a trained actor that's going to be on there. So I think he understood where he was and didn't want to take it too seriously because of the edit, but also wanted to make it still be good. And it did work out that way. So I was appreciative of his time and presence there. He was great. And I was like, okay, bring him back. Bring him back if he has time, because he's busy directing. I am not going through each and every one of those scenes because for me, like this rubber ducky assassin is saying, quack, quack, if you will, lots of filler. And it's like, we're going to see the final product anyways. And I do know that they want us to understand whether they had a good time or a bad time getting their roles together, because that narrative of who is going to be in the bottom needs to be put in place. But last night while I was watching, baby, I got to tell you, I was like, ooh, I want to see the final product. I don't want to see the work. Let us get there, because to be honest, I thought everybody was doing good except for really two people. And one's runway is their saving grace. I think they changed the scoring just for them because of how powerful that runway was. I mean, that was powerful. I did appreciate the conversation that happened in the workroom about the phobias within our own community, within the LGBTI plus QA community. Like there are certain phobias that go with bi erasure, with transphobia from our own gay brothers and lesbian sisters, and sometimes even lesbian hate that comes with the misogyny of gay men and men in general, if you will. So I was appreciative that Clover, Bish, and everybody else had that conversation, and it wasn't met with some sort of, I don't know, Drag Race Holland Tabitha retort. I'm just saying. But, I was appreciative that everybody was accepting of it, because it's also a lot of femme hate that goes into femmephobia, if you will, into the gay community, and the need to live a heteronormative life as to blend in and to still not receive themselves and take someone's flamboyancy as a threat or an attack on themselves when it's not the case. And everything can be beautiful if you just open your eyes sometimes. Just saying. But I did appreciate this conversation, and I love that Clover Bish also, a cisgender woman, is, very much a part of our community and in drag, and they are well received. And I think that it's a conversation that should be had, and not one that should be taken lightly when it comes to supporting, those who do immerse themselves in the culture and do not take it lightly and do not come at it with a disrespectful lens, if you will. So I appreciate Clover Bish being on the show, and I appreciate her for speaking her point here. I thought it was great. Adam Tex Hill, thank you so much for the super chat. Wishing you all the best when you perform. Maddie Peace is going to slay. Much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, Adam. I have the butterflies, but yes, I think she will do a good job. But I am currently going through a body dysmorphic moment right now with myself. Like, how am I going to look on stage? Oh, y'all don't know. I am. I do this every time. This is my performance anxiety, like kicking in. It's killing me. It's killing me, Smalls. Okay. This conversation brought me to tears last night. I was not prepared to be in a sobbing mood, if you will, but I was full on sobbing over the story yesterday. Now, as ridiculous as this picture looks of Petita getting dressed or doing their makeup, of course, this is going to, have an effect, if you will. Visa has a conversation about their family, and I did like how Petita sort of asked the question. Didn't feel disingenuous. It seemed like a actual conversation, if you will, not something that was producer prompted. And Visa gets into this story about their life with, my mom makes tortillas and she has like shops, and it's like, oh, that's cool. And your dad's like, well, my dad passed away, and this, you hear that and you're already feeling something for them, but it gets deeper because of how it happened. Visa lost their father to an explosion. One of the gas tanks, if you will, I don't know if they said there was like corruption from others in reference to that, or if it was just a mistake or something of the sorts, something that, happened, if you will, fluke. But there was an explosion that took place, and their father ended up being severely hurt at the time. They didn't pass away immediately. They had to be rushed to the hospital, but they passed a month later. And one of the moments of, I guess, the story for Visa for me that really got me together, and, as somebody who has lost a parent, as I've lost my mother, y'all know I'm very open about that. When Visa starts to say, I have 3 memories of my father. One of them is in the hospital in complete agony and pain. The other 2 are in reference to how his father was treating his mother, which was in a DA relationship. There we go. Yep. With some DV with DA. I gotta be careful here with YouTube. In that situation. And, mind you, Visa was 7, having to see all that. I always have to remind people sometimes, like even when I have these conversations and I'm cackling and kikiing and I'm reading or whatever, I never try to come for those people directly, personally. Like I may not like what they have on the show and what they said on the show or what they look like for that time. Like I couldn't deal with it, but I don't know these people personally. But one thing about me is I empathize with everyone on this earth when it comes to where we came from as people and how we grew up and what we had to deal with. Lord knows I could tell you stories. I've told some of them on this platform. Deep stories about survival in my life with my own family and with situations and how you have to deal, and also witnessing things that do not leave you, that stay with you forever. I'm happy to hear that with therapy, Visa's able to talk about these moments. Once again, shout out to my therapist. I highly recommend it. If you have the money, if you don't have the money, honey, there are options for free therapy. I promise you, you can even shop with those free therapists for real. Like, I think everybody deserves a little bit of a conversation that is about healing and in the process of things that you may have gone through in your life. I don't know anybody with a perfect childhood. And if they did have one, they'll lie. There's always something that you need to get through and get on over with. So I send my love to Visa and anybody who's lost a parent, but anybody who has lost somebody who has left an impact that is both positive and negative, and it's hard to relinquish one over the other because it's like you can't forget the things that happen in your past in your life. So I send them my love. I send them my love. I send them my love. I love you, Visa, love you, Visa. All right. Moving forward with the episode. Thank you so much for being here. It's your boy Matty Rants, Drag Race España Season 3, Drag Sequels. Episode 4, written review. Hit that like button if you will, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Send your love to these queens. Don't send hate to anybody that we talk about on the show. Shout out to Marta Mama in the chat. If you know, I have their video linked in the description for all of the references and backgrounds, information on a lot of these looks, the movies that we're discussing, everything in general with the show. I suggest you go because it's great. It's lovely. And thanks once again, Marta, for the shout out. I was like, ow. It's going to be these two for me. Okay. You know, first of all, Anna Locking looks like she's going to be in this current Guardians of the Galaxy movie that just came out. Supreme looks like she is the she-devil who files down her horns and still, or a succubus of some sorts. And I actually live and breathe. She said the devil wears Anna Locking. So I was like, oh, okay, she's giving that. I was like, all right. I would say Supreme Deluxe Goes to Hell. It's a good movie. You know, one Javi is giving Jared Leto tease, and the other Javi, let me tell you something about tall Javi. Why do I hear the boy's a liar? This boy's a liar. Like I hear Pink Panthers and Ice Spice. I just look at him, the song starts playing. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I know he's giving 90s, but you know, this style is coming back and people are trying to do this again. Ask Justin Bieber if anybody cares about Justin Bieber. But those are the judges. And a shout out to our guest director today. He was great. What good commentary. Just a good person. Worst fears is this runway. I have to be honest with you, the majority of them, I'm not mad at everybody today. I think I'm going to have nice things to say about the majority of them, okay? Vanya Vanilla is first. I'm not mad at this. I'll be honest with you, and I'm trying to think about everybody's looks. This was one of the more okay, if not the most okay of the okay looks. But to be honest, I enjoyed her take on this a little bit. You know, it was I was like, okay, this isn't bad. I was like, okay, this isn't bad. I like this. This dress is nice. It's nice. I enjoyed it. I wasn't bothered. I've seen better interpretations of the Spider Woman, but I thought for what it was worth, this was not. I was like, okay, there will be better things to come, but I thought this was good. I did. Look at the earrings; they're fabulous. Whew. Kelly Roller as one of the gremlins in that movie Phantasm that's transferring people's bodies between dimensions. What? Kelly Roller being the cheapest skin possible for a killer on Dead by Daylight. Kelly Roller, who is basically Kanye West making a statement against wearing masks. Kelly Roller, I it looks like she's gonna get in a fight with a I don't what is this? I know she's supposed to be doing Kim Kardashian at the Met Gala, but for who? This is like that one, mother who wants to make their child everything that she sees, and then she ends up wearing it to school and they drag her. It's very that. I'm gonna get made fun of tomorrow for this outfit. Baby, it's the shape for me. I thought she was about to go rob somebody. You can't tell me that Kelly Roller ain't about to go to a roller disco and fuck it up. Do you hear me? Empty the cash register. I want all the hot dog and concession stand money. They call her the roller thief. That's right. Kelly Roller is at it again as she has made her way through another roller rink and has emptied out the cash register again. Locals say that $400 in cash and coins has been received. Ow! I hate this. I love her, and I hate this because she's going to look really pretty when she takes this shit off. Above. Like upstairs, I thought, okay, the mug is giving. I enjoyed even with this hair. I was like, okay, but what is happening downstairs? Ow! Burn it. Burn it alive. Why? What's happening? What is this? What's going on? I can't stand the rain. It's my window. No. What's going on? Everybody's so creative. I can't do it. I can't. You see this? This is what you're going for. This is one of those outfits you can get the kids involved. Take them over to your cousin Kiki house. Ha! Come on, Tanera Double Chocolate. Shout out to her on TikTok. It's everything. I hate it. I thought she was pretty though. I thought that Kelly Roller was actually really pretty. I hate this. This is so ugly. What the fuck is going on up here with the gold to then have the pants still on? Here's the thing. If she had removed the black pants, this may be different. We would be talking about this completely. I would not be going as hard. I would say at least she took off, her so she took off her get up to go rob a liquor store. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say that. Like, now she's. I don't know. I hate it. I hate it. It's so. Listen, I know and we talk about these roller skates all the time. This is the one time where I would tell you maybe a boot would have saved this. Nope, I'm a liar. Was it raining that day, Marta? Was she going fishing? I didn't know that you could fish with roller skates in those, covers for your boots. It looks like she's about to go fly fishing in the Rockies, in the mountains somewhere. I am so confused. She's like, they just don't add anything to the outfit. It makes her look terrible. I don't know. It just doesn't do nothing for her. Not the way she wants it to. God bless Kelly Roller. God bless her. God bless her. Ornella Gongola. Now, let me tell you something here. I am shocked you were not in the top this week. I am shocked they didn't give you any critiques. I thought this outfit alone, minus the boots, was enough to have a conversation about everything. Now, I appreciate it, and this is in their worst fears. Ornella has been very open this season about substance A, B, you finish the rest, as well as their status when it comes to like their own personal, them as a person. I am shocked they're paying you, Ornella. Like, I'm getting kind of angry because I'm like, okay, this is like maybe the second or third time where it's been like, now you could have gave her some critiques. This could have been a conversation. She wasn't safe. It's confusing. This outfit is everything. And I love that it represents the defense that she put up at the time when, first knowing or learning of things and trying to become accepting who they are. And also speaking out in reference to it. Like, honey, the red representing, of course, the colors for, the red that they use with AIDS, et cetera, et cetera. I thought it was brilliant. And then to turn around and then to show, of course, the silence equals what is it, death, all that. I'm like, come on, come on. I thought this was fabulous. It was a well thought out look for me, and it had a message too on top of worst fear. I was like, okay, that was like, we're not gonna talk to her about this. I couldn't believe it. I'd have been sitting back there in safe, like, I cannot believe they paid me dust this week. I can't believe it. Pink Chadora is next. Now, I have a hard time judging this one because the message behind it is very deep. I personally did not care for this outfit. It reminded me of Mimi I'm First when she had to make that little get up for Jesus moment, and it went on from there. But this is the actual high elevated version with an Ari Aster twist with all the babies coming out of her stomach, because you cannot tell me that this is not an Ari Aster movie. You cannot tell me this is not, because Worst Fears is right. I was like, now, I imagine if this was Hereditary Part 2 or some sort of nonsense I just saw with Mr. Ari Aster as a director, and some woman was talking about a baby, and all of a sudden she pulls out her cover and all these babies are, bitch, I would be losing my shit in that movie theater. But the story behind this is why I appreciated the look. And it's something that I actually can relate to with my mother and how she felt about her family, and how when we would argue at times, and at times when knowing there were so many of us, we wouldn't come together. And that's all she was trying to do before she passed, was to make us all together as one, and to have a family, and to I guess the horror of not having one and not being able to, in all of this. And that's something that you would love to have, or say missing, or say having family, but they don't accept you, they don't receive you, this, that, and the other. So I got that storyline from it. But for me, I was like, okay, it's a robe. She unclothed herself. It's a horror show right after that. I'm talking about, that shit's had me like, what? I saw them heads coming up, girl. I was like, like I literally was like, wait a minute. I thought Jennifer Lawrence was about to rise up. It's Mother Part 2. I'm telling you. But the message behind it, I respected. She rolled off. I got nervous. I saw this one Japanese horror movie recently where these babies were basically like consuming the psychic girl, and I was, child, I can't. I have a thing about that with films. Don't bring children into it. Don't bring the children into horror movies. I don't like that. That's why it was hard to watch. Like, to see that little boy's arm bitten up, girl, I hated that. That was terrible. I hated that. It's like, no, that's not right. I don't like that. Get the adults. Children are precious. Like, The Macarena, this was brilliant. I don't care what anybody says. This was brilliant. Worst Fears, going home for a girl. This is brilliant. Oh, please. Anybody that says they hated this, I'm sorry. This is fabulous. It is definitely a better look. A completely different person for sure. Okay? Like, listen, we got Kahana Montrese coming up on All Stars 8. I don't want to hear nobody doing no comparisons of before and afters, if you will. But it's just so interesting because I still, to this day, believe the Macarena should have stayed that first day. I still believe it. I do not take that back. I could not believe that she didn't stay that week. I was like, what? I thought it was like the first robbery of the set. I was like, girl, this season started off kind of crazy. But I thought this was dope. And I love that was the reference, and it did look a lot better. And I also got it with the wig off, the whole bit, everything. It was great. I said, go ahead, Macarena. I think she's very clever with what she does with her runways, and so far how she's placed herself and positioned herself in the competition. The girls may be annoyed with her, but they might be annoyed because they know she's charming, and that is selling her drag. You can look good, but are you likable? Like, are you charming? Do people want to listen to you? Like that's a big deal. Clover Bish, you made me cry last night. You had me cry. I was crying. Like, I immediately like took my hair. I was like, yes. I was like, yes. Yes. Give it, give it, give it. When I tell you, as a 3C, I'm getting emotional talking about it. I really like this. Woo! I appreciated it. Look, I got emotional just talking about it right now. I really liked it because, like, as somebody who has been on their hair journey for the last, what is this now, 5 years of just growing my hair. Actually, 4 years, not 5, 4 years. 4? Yeah, because that was 2019 when I started. Like the comments and questions sometimes I would get from people, especially with the need to straighten and flatten your hair, oh no, Albert, it's not on Saturday because I'll be in Los Angeles. I'll be at TradCon, so everything's super early. And I'm sorry, in the description, I think that I put that the video is going to be on a Saturday, so I definitely need to. I need to change that. I'm sorry. That's why no one's here. Clap, clap. No, I can't. Everybody's here. I'm sorry. No, back to Clover though. I did think this is one of her most successful looks. I thought that the comb up top spinning was brilliant. The pleaser with the dress. It's simple yet effective. I enjoyed it. I think this was one of her, if not her best look that she's presented so far this season, and it was very relatable. Love your kinky curly. Okay. I loved it. I said, my Latino sister is doing it. I love her. So I was just like, yes. Oh. Yeah, she should have had that. She should have carried the straight hair all the way to the end of the runway. I do know that there are moments when I recognize some queens don't have their presentation fully together when it comes to presenting a look. Like they should know how to hit if we're doing TV, if we're hitting the stage, everyone's fresh, right? So think of it this way. I watched All Stars 2 recently, okay? Every person on that season, when their name is announced, when they got to that stage, it was like Fifi O'Hara or like, let's say, Detox. Walk, position front, did not move. Just give it a little time. Because we need that picture of them doing it, right? Then they push through. Front center, pose. Now you got the full shot. Now you go into the left to the right. That's what I need from queens. I see every time on these seasons, and it may be the edit, I don't know. They walk and it be so fast, or it just be so like who are you running from? Or when they get to the pose, it's like, hold still. Hold still. That's all I'm asking. Hold still. Give them time to breathe your look. If it's bad, that's why you would be moving fast. So I want y'all to take that as an example. Go look at how All Stars 2 did their runways. Every queen hit their marks. It's like boom and center, go. Boom and center, go. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I was like, oh God, please. Everyone needs to start doing that. Recognize the song, hit your beats. I know once if I'm there, it's different or whatever, but I just feel like if I got there, this is me. I'd be all up in here, bitch. I'm about to hit this center. Oh, and then I'm gonna walk. Anywho, Clover, it was a great outfit. Great look from Clover. Now, Visa, once again, what an emotional runway, what an emotional episode. I was not prepared for this, especially we just heard the story of how they lost their father and how it affected their mother and their relationship and them in general. And then they come out here in this outfit and it's like, what the fuck is this? With the birthday cake and it's lit, but it's actually their hands on fire and it's symbolizing themselves on fire and worst fears of burning alive or getting burned. And again, witnessing their father, this, honey, hands on fire, boom, 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 ripped all the outfit off, and then gave us Freddy Krueger. I was like, oh my God. Sadness as they walked away. I was like, Jesus Christ. I said, let me tell you something. Visa, I will be very honest with you. You should have been in the bottom 2 this week with Clover over Kelly. And Kelly's outfit was a crime against humanity, but like her performance was very good enough to stay in a competition this week. But this runway was beyond. It related directly to the line of your story that just happened. It was performed perfectly, and we could feel you all behind it. So they weren't going to send you home. I'm going to tell you this right now. They weren't going to send you home. No, not after that. Now, next week may be a different story if it's on some bullshit. But like this, oh, please. I can only imagine. Marta. I can only imagine. Lord knows if I ever get on the show and we have to do something. There is something I have hidden that I've got from somebody who, again, I'm not going to give too much away, but if there ever is a moment where I get to do something for my madre when I get on the show, get ready. I'm gonna bring y'all hoes to tears, bitch, because I got something for you. One thing I did get to receive before she passed. Oh, tailored. I gotta get that thing tailored. It's gonna be a lot. Trust. It's gonna be a lot. V said this was amazing. Petita, let's get to you, baby. Now at first I got a little flashback to season 4. I got a little flashback to season 4 a little bit, but I had to remind myself this is not Needles of Sharon, but this is Petita. But I gotta say, this is brilliant look of the cigarette. And of course, if you're dying from smoking inhalation, I need y'all to look at the hair and recognize how this detail is so good because it represents the smoke from the cigarette on the ashtray as it's lifting. I said, how clever is that? That was me like, oh, how clever. How clever is that? The reveal just made it better because I was like, oh, she's a cigarette. Oh my God. Even better, like not even thinking of the ashtray. Like let's just take the ashtray out of the equation here. Cigarette all the way to the burnt part with the smoke. Come on now. Like, I mean, it was just so good. It was so good. Holy shoes, Bestia. Holy shit. What? Okay, first of all, this gives me so many animes. It's unbearable, but this also, I thought Got Mick, had escaped from, her cell and started, eating Sasha Velour at first. This very much made me nervous. I assumed that we finally found out that Gottmik is actually an alien demon creature and they are here to consume art. So there goes Sasha. Now she has to get the rest of the group. We are New York. That would be a good horror movie. Orochimaru for sure. Oh, for sure. For sure. But I kind of lived and breathed for this, the inner voices, inner demon bit. I kind of live for it. I thought it was very clever and it was presented extremely well. It also gives me Cenobite tease too from Hellraiser. I thought it was fabulous. And she held that up so much. Like it's so good. Marta, in Spanish, we say we eat our own head. It means to overthink. Well, Marta, that is one of my toxic traits, overthinking. Badly. That is one of my toxic traits right there. I'm an overthinker. I have to be talked off the ledge sometimes. Paquita is next. Okay, so I know it was like worst fears, and then Paquita comes out in this, and I'm like, uh you're gorgeous. Is this your worst fear? I got nervous. I was like, what's happening? Because she's gorgeous. So what are we doing? And then she starts to remove the wig. And once again, Paquita is so good at translating a look through emoting. She is a presentation queen, and I live and I breathe for her. Every time I see her on the runway, I know she's going to tell a story. I know the look is also going to be good, and I know she'll be beat. The mug is going to be just there, and again, as someone who's on their hair journey, as somebody who watched their mom go through this process of feeling like losing your femininity when their hair started to fall out a little bit, this is a real fear. And I thought she presented it well. I thought it was kind of fabulous. I was kind of gagged. I was like, wow. Because I was like, girl, when is she coming out looking like a Barb? Oh. Shut it up. It was good. Oh, so good. Oh, with that pink. Oh, let's get to the performances themselves. For the first movie, Kelly with this one heel and the one skate was enough for me. Her outfit had, I don't know what it was. Maybe they just wanted to send her home. I mean, the outfit was terrible, but I thought she did a good job. It wasn't funny, but she, hit her lines. She was carrying the scene for a lot of it, even though everybody else was the comedic relief. I thought she was the glue that kind of held the scene together. So I was a little bit spooked. Personally, I thought Vanya she was okay, very limited in her role. I thought later on with the picture I'm going to show that they should have checked on that young man after the challenge when she snipped his pubic hairs, because I thought, well, she's close now and the bag is over her head, so no one can say it's her. With Pink Shadora, honestly, really good at playing characters up in physical comedy in a sort of way, and even with the way they're standing right now. But to me, I thought Ornella had this. Look at Vanya back there. I said, y'all go check that young man. Y'all go check on him. I'm shocked she wasn't in the. I'm sorry. I thought this was fun. I thought it was a good take. I enjoyed this. I didn't even know what reference this was, but I was enamored with the performance. So I was like, Kelly was the straight man, no pun intended with that jaw, and Pink and Chidora and Vanya were, laughable supporting characters. It was interesting, but I thought Ornella kind of had it, so I was spooked. So spooked. Now, for Drag Rec, oh, Marta, when Ornella took that off, and it was hard too. It wasn't like just a tiny toss. She ripped that wig off. Like she was fully committed to the character. I'm shocked. Shocked she wasn't at the top. I thought that Bestia did a good job, but it wasn't anything to write home about. But I thought they played into the scene well, and they didn't weigh anybody down. So I was entertained by the character a little bit. I thought that Petita was funny, and I enjoyed her. I thought it was just so hilarious how she didn't break her character once, and she was able to still keep these questions coming. Paquita was a surprise. I was worried for her at first, but I was like, okay, this is fine. This is good. I think Arnaldo, that the reason why Bestia wasn't in the bottom probably was because of that. I feel like track record is going to come into play with some of these placements. I think that win is also being calculated into the final. And I think maybe the runway 2 also played a bit into it. So I would say track record and runway, and them having sort of, because I'm noticing with their judging, it's not episode by episode. It's not episode by episode, bitch. It is very much Okay, so you're in the bottom this week, but really, let's talk about what happened for the majority of this. Like, I don't think it's episode by episode. No, they're doing. I remember when. Because let's not forget they continue to bring up past seasons to validate their points. Like, okay, so what do these babies have to do with them other babies? Because those are different set of queens. Anyway, Paquita was good. I liked her. She did a good job. I thought she was going to do good, but she did well. I thought all together, I thought it was a good group. The slide to me was funny. I don't know if it was winner worthy, but I thought it was fun. Whoo, the others. Whoo, this was tough. This was tough titties. Pun intended for Visa's chest. Oh, my package got delivered. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, everything's coming together. Okay. Perfect. That was one of the last things I needed that was going to be arriving in the mail before this trip, so we are good on that. Where was I? Oh yes, this terribleness. This terribleness. Listen, Visa, God bless you. I don't know what the makeup was supposed to be or who you were going for. You know, I have to agree with the critiques that Clover got with her going in and out of character a little bit, and she only having one note of craziness. You know, and I was kind of wondering, okay, so it's really difficult to ask one person to give more than one thing when the other person who they're also acting with is only giving one thing. So it was very much a terrible experience for the both of them, to be honest with you, because I was like, girl, hurry this up. Thank God the Macarena walked in, because she took the air in that room and Febrezed it. First of all, Maria, I was shocked to see. I was like, wait, what? I said, wouldn't that be shady if this was like the whole like comeback thing for the girls and they're not actually getting back in the competition, but they'll just be used in the challenges? No. She probably was like, no, I'll do it. It'll be fun. And, you know, was there to do that. So I thought that was cool. She was here for this episode, and that's a credit for her. This was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. The Macarena did the best that they could do with these two. No shade. It was a lot. I kind of hated it. I'll be honest with you. I hated it. Judging, you know, I think they're making it a point to say how good everyone is now after 2 initial weeks of telling everybody that why did we get you here? We could have had another set of queens. So I'm happy to see that it's a little less, you know, judgy, except for, you know, verse bottom short Javi, because he's very much in his I'm gonna get you bitches, right? Let's go through the top 4 and the bottom 2, because that's what that was. Top 4. No, nope. Top 3, bottom 3, not a top 4, Matt. I thought I had to remind myself who's there. Top 3, bottom 3. Top 3, once again, well, at least these two, Paquita and Petita back to back. Top 2, honey, if you really want to go there. And the Macarena, okay? Then bottom 3, Visa, Clover Bitch, and Kelly Roller. Now, Petita wins again, and that's the first double win of the season. And I love me some Petita, so I'm kind of happy that she won. But I got to be real with you, and this may be just me as a fan of somebody in particular. When is Paquita going to win? Why hasn't my Paquita won? She's always in the top. I want her in a win. I need money for my Paquita. I need money. I want her to win so bad. I'm like, oh my God, she keeps getting so close. I swear to God, if this girl makes it far and doesn't have one W, I'm going to be pissed. It's getting kind of crazy. Consistently. Think about it, y'all. Like, what, 3 out of 4 episodes in the top, and you haven't gotten not one W? Come on now. Like, give that girl at least one win. I need to see something. Whatever is going to happen next week, I'm ready for it. Anywho, I'm happy Petita won, though. I like both of them. I told y'all this is my like top 2 for me. Baby girl is now the front runner of this competition and is really thankful, of course. The bottom 2, surprise, surprise, because I knew they weren't going to put Visa up in there. Like, I knew they weren't going to put Visa up in there. I just knew it. No. It's Kelly Roller and Clover Bish, okay? Thanks to Marta Mama, I'm glad I now understand what the song is about because this changes my complete opinion of what I was looking at. Because I didn't know what was going on. You know, I'm over here looking like an American, like, apparently this is like an emotional song. This is like about women empowerment and all this kind of mess. And not mess. That's not what I meant, but you know what I mean. Like, it's a lot of stuff. It's very emotional. It's a different kind of song, right? However, okay, let me get into it. Because I was like, the first time I saw it, I was like, okay. The second time, I'm like, I watched Marta's, then I went and watched it, and I was like, oh, this is a lot. This is a lot. Like, what's going on? Clover came out there with the cacks, said, I'm going to show you a little titty. I said, okay. We got a cartwheel because I like my channel and I know how YouTube operates because I don't know how it is wherever y'all were at when you were watching it, but they were exposed and stuff. So I was like, baby, I can't show this. Okay. Free the breast. I believe in all that, but I'm also like, it's YouTube. It's YouTube. There's a split. There's a cartwheel. There was a lot happening. I did not like this lip sync. The first time I was like, it's okay. Second time, what is this? Last, now that I know what the song's about, what are y'all doing? Is this on the same sort of level as Latrice Royale and Kenya Michaels? You make me feel like a natural woman, but you know. It might have hurted Clover too. Listen, she sat there and did that split, poor baby. Didn't get it all the way to the ground. I was like, is she okay? Is she all right? It's like a wham. It's like a slap. Like, ugh. But 2 Kenyas, ain't that something? Ain't that something? Kelly out there roller skating to this music. Can you imagine? Looking like Roger on American Dad. Xanadu. You had the fish, right? Xanadu. I can't. Listen, Kelly, I'm going to be real with you. You look good this week up here. You were given. The face was given. I thought the hair was given. I thought you were serving this week, to be honest with you. And I was like, damn, it kind of sucks. But what you were wearing, chop. You walked in the workroom. This gagged me. I was like, oh, what happened? What? Couldn't believe it. I was like, what? See, the butt was given. Hashtag American Drag. Okay. Shout out to the Trevor Project. Listen, I was like, girl, this was look at this frame. This is fine. Now, if we look down, we could scream. But Kelly is told, Kelly is told that she has another chance, just like everybody else has. And we will soon find out when that will be. I wonder when that twist is going to take place. And I seem to say that at the end of every one of these, but I honestly mean it. Like, when is that twist going to take place? Because I'm ready. Low key. I'm like, you already got like a little roster in there now of people that could come back. So we should see it. Now, I'm just saying. Maybe 2 more eliminations. Maybe 2 more. That's it. That's all. Marta, don't. Don't. um, shout to Queen Kong. Shout to Queen. Queen Kong. I messaged her. I was like, girl, I get to see you in like a couple of days. She's like, can't wait, baby. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm going to be seeing some of my favorite folks in the entire universe. Oh, for those of you who are like, Matt, what happened to the fan area over here? Cat Tower coming soon, and that's where it's going to be. One of them. I'm getting 2 cat towers, okay? I'm getting 2 of them. And yeah, one of them is going to be going like right here where filming is going to happen. The other one is going to be closer to the window. So yeah, that's why that area is down, because y'all know when I get back after DragCon, it's time for the cat journey. Maddie's going to become a pet parent. I get to have a fur baby. I'm so excited. I can't wait to go adopt whoever and whatever cat it's going to be. I'm not doing genders. I'm not doing that kind of role. I'm going by what feels right and what energy is there and what cat gravitates towards me as my like new baby. So like for sure. And I'm not going to get a kitten. I have a thing about watching videos recently through Dodo accounts where you see animals who are a little older or who may have a little bit of age on them. So people feel like, oh, well, you know, they're not going to live long or whatever like that. So I more than likely will be adopting a cat that's at least a year or older versus like a kitten that just got there. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my mind is at versus like, you know, the babies who just got into this earth. I kind of want to get the ones who feel like maybe they've been abandoned and who want somebody to take care of them, who's going to love them. And that's going to be me. So Marta Mama, thank you so much for the tippy poo. A little tip for pizza since I can't give it to you in person yet. Good luck and just have fun. It just drag. Don't take it too serious. I know. I'm so nervous though. I'm so nervous for my show. I'm so nervous. I want to do well. That's all I can think about. I want to do well so bad. I was psyching myself out the other day. I was like, oh my God. And because I've been practicing it so much, and then I change the choreography every day. I change it every day because I'm like, oh, I want to do this instead. Oh, I want to do that instead. Never mind, I'm going to do this one. That's going to be the way. Oh, I'm going to cut that way. Simmer down, Maddie. Simmer down. That's where I'm trying to get myself at. So I think I'm going to do great. I'm excited to see everybody else perform too. I'm excited. House of Milan, shout out to them because I just got their nails and I'll be seeing them tomorrow. I'll be picking them up tomorrow, baby. Yes, indeed. Ha! And Peas is going to have some nasty, good nails. I'm excited. It's going to be fun when I walk around. Someone's like, oh, did your nails? House of Milan. Oh. What is this? All right. Okay. I got to go, everybody. I appreciate you for tuning in today and listening to me ramble about a great TV show called RuPaul's. No, it's not. It's called Drag Race España. Whoa. Season 3, episode 4. Oh, man. I can't. Oh, my God. This is my last video before I go. Oh. Okay. This is so cool. I get to have this moment with y'all before I leave. Oh, man. Okay. Matt's going to be keeping it real with you right here. Okay. Thank you for the support and for being with me for like everything that I've been through. Y'all know it's been a long journey to get here. And for the first show, I've had people dragging me over this for years. Oh, he talks about drag, he doesn't do it. And I finally get to have my moment to like show what I've always been capable of doing and what I've always been good at and the things that I know I'm very well. And folks have witnessed those things for me. So like, it's a lot. This trip is a lot. And that's why I'm overwhelmed because it's going to be my first booking, my first like coming out in reference to performing, not just getting up in geesh and taking pictures and doing stuff like that, but like to hit the stage and to feel the energy that I haven't felt since 2012 when I was a backup dancer and was performing at South by Southwest in Austin in front of hundreds of people and thousands of people, if you will. Because back in the day, I used to be a backup dancer, and y'all know I had my own like solo with the Vogue mix, and I also was doing the New Orleans bounce with the, throwing that ass back in the before the Miley Cyrus days of twerk and all that kind of mess. You know what I mean? Like I did that for a living, and I traveled with my friends, and we got to perform, and I missed that feeling for so long. But I psyched myself out of getting back on stage for so many years because I was going through the loss of my mother. I was going through a personal journey of accepting my feather, if you will, since we're talking about Drag Race España, but accepting my feather and having to become okay with not answering the phone and sometimes okay with not giving people what they want of me because I have to take care of me first. So even if they're not on this page with me now and they were once a part of my life, they are a reason for me still being here today. And I still thank them for that portion of my journey, as well as everybody else too. Because I won't see y'all till next Sunday. The next time I see you will be like after all that happens. So I'll be just coming back home and all that drag con energy and the performance energy, and I'll get to talk about it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just very happy right now. And I'm just happy that I'm not in a headspace where I was last year, the year before that, the year before that. It's been a completely different journey for me this 2023. My therapy is going amazing. My friendships are like really strong. And, I feel comfortable with what I'm doing. And I feel like good things are continuing to happen, and they're going to. And whatever bad that may come my way, I feel like I'm ready for. I feel like I'm prepared for it versus in the past. I can't handle this. I feel like I can handle it now. So it's been an incredible year for me. So I'm just happy that y'all have been able to be here for that and share it with me. Reddit thread be damned, the full bit, whatever. I thank you so very much. I need a vacation though. So I'm gonna have to tell you 1 week out of this year, besides, because this is DragCon, I don't consider this vacation shit. I'm working, right? There is going to be 1 week where I'm going to tell y'all, hey, I'm disappearing for 7 days. Let me have a vacation, and it'll not be here in Houston. I'm just going to tell you that now, because my therapist told me I need a break. Like, you need a break. You need to take a break, Matty. Like, you need to save up as much as you can and go somewhere nice. But I need a break, so I got to. I haven't had one in over 2 years. It's sort of making me go crazy. Of course, I'm getting this cat too as well, but for sure, like, yeah, they just thanks all. Like, we're at 21,700 plus. We're almost to 22. I've gotten, my panel friends, y'all have enjoyed, everybody who's collaborated with this channel in some sort of way, like whether it's sharing Marta's videos or having someone like Deja pop on to, give their opinions and this, that, and the other. It's been a blessing. Shout out to Deja Sky, where that video is at like 110K now. And I'm like, girl, what? A 4-hour conversation, by the way. A 4-hour conversation. She talks to, hey, two personalities got together like that. Look what happened. You got yourself good shit. Anywho, I gotta go. I got to go get my toiletries and stuff for this trip. I got to clean this house. I got to get this bag packed. If you are on my Instagram, I'm going to be going live while I'm packing and stuff. So like, just tune in for that. I'll be doing a late night watch of like Yellow Jackets for the Patreon folks, and post it in the morning tomorrow. Lots going on. So yes. Watch Drag Race España. It's a great show. Continue to support this channel. I appreciate y'all. Love yourselves too today, everybody. I know we all have things going on, so take care of yourselves. If you want to drop me a tippy poo in real time, super chats are great, but these I can use at DragCon. I can use these at DragCon. Like, now, like in 2 days. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Catch up with us on MattyRants. Venmo-Rants. Thank you. Thumbs up, please. Comment section, please. I love you too, Large William. I love you too. I love all of you. Please, please take care of yourselves. I will see you very soon. If you're on my Insta, you know I'm gonna be going live a lot. So like just prepare, and I may do an impromptu live. I may. Because if I'm in the dressing room in the back, or I'm just saying. I would check other people's lives too, because you never know. I may be walking back in someone's dressing room and I'm in full geesh or like full out of it, and it's like, oh. Let's just see. Let's see. Okay. All right, y'all. Take care. I love you down. I'll see you for the next one. And yeah, see you Sunday. Well, yeah. So on YouTube. Yes. I'll see you Sunday. Okay. Bye.
Listen.